So, Thomas, you're not even acting in good faith when you're up here, so why would I continue to engage with you? So,
I've said it before, I'll say it again for the people who are obviously fucking deaf. I do not support Adora.
I've heard this maybe 5 times myself from Tweener, and this particular live too. Yep. And also, there is an interesting thing that I was taught by my friend, Two Spirit, that's called cyberbullying and cyber stalking. It's a crime. Yeah. And I thought of something that's actually kind of a really cool, like creative idea. You know how like when you get GIFs, there's like animation that goes across your screen. I'm curious if I can work with TikTok, and I am curious if like I can get like to be able to talk with their marketing team, whoever does those animations. And when we do report people cyber stalking or cyber bullying, maybe they can put up like a little prison cell and then get your profile in there and then just slam that right behind you. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think that's an amazing idea.
So cute. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, and for those in the chat, even though I wasn't in a box, I have personally seen Tweener denounce Adora, I think on 3 different lives now.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. When a person finds out information about someone that is abhorrent and then denounces them based off of that, that's what you're supposed to do. If I find out something abhorrent against someone, and then I realize this is not okay, this isn't all right, then what I'll do is I'll say, that is not good. That is not all right. I do not support that person, so that people can recognize that we are denouncing that individual, and then we can move on and focus on uplifting the community, which should be the focus. Is we should be advocating for the community, especially right now, now that like the Orange Man is now in office come January. Instead, there are people in this community who are trying to tear this community apart that doesn't care that this community is about to lose the rights that we have. And it makes me think that you're really kind of disingenuous and that you really don't care about the well-being of this community. I think that's kind of sad and gross, to be honest with you. Just being completely transparent.
Sorry to interrupt. Boner69, I hate to say that word out loud. Can you mute and block him? He's bullying and directing it at Tweener.
Please enlighten the class.
So for the record, there's 100 people here right now. There's not a single person, not myself, not even my co-host, that don't think that what Adora did was absolutely disgusting, absolutely abhorrent, absolutely is vile, and that it should be held accountable and is reprehensible. There you go. You have the answer.
I've only heard bits and pieces, but from what I've heard, it makes me feel icky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was defending them at one point because I had a certain view of them, and after I was given certain information, I no longer support them. It's as simple as that.
You were acting on the information that you had at the time, and then when you discovered more information and you had a more clear image of what had happened, your stance changed and evolved because you realized that it would be wrong to support the individual. Is that correct?
Why that would call for someone to be disappointed in me. Like, what the fuck?
So I don't know who doesn't know this, but this is an app on your phone. It's difficult to know what's going on at all points in times with every single individual on this particular app when there's thousands of lives going on. It's true. It's very difficult to know every single detail of every single live creator that has ever existed on this app. So when people are acting on information that they think is good in the moment and think that they have the full story and they think that they're advocating, and then that is understandable. But as soon as you get further information, you realize, oh, that's bad. I do not support that. This is not something that it should be like uplifted. You call it out, you condemn it. You say that I do not want anything to do with this. That is absolutely disgusting and goes against my values. And that's it. You move on. That person's then been held accountable. So
Taylor, this is your live, but Z, it's ultimately up to you. But Z, if you'd like to get in the box side and if you want to talk about this, we can. And people are saying that someone said in the chat here, you did this after you got called out. You was defending Adora yesterday. Yeah, already admitted that I was defending Adora, right? The fact that I switched my position quote unquote after I got called out. That's just like a coincidence. I was just presented with new information that made me like change my mind.
That should say
Dip, can I get your